few days ago, at the end of one of our videos, we summoned the Light Ripper, which is a really interesting unit. I've been wanting to test him out for quite a while. This is a unit that, depending on how you build him, he does different things. If you put more HP on him, or attack power on him, or speed, or defense, he will do different stuff. So the only downside to that is he's a nuker and he has -2 attack and +5 HP. So he's going to be a little bit easier to build as an HP unit versus a nuker, but we're going to test him out with a couple different ways anyway. So let's take a look at what he does. First skill is Incurable, nothing too crazy. Second skill, attack the enemy, increase your action bar by 50%. It's the same one as the fire one. Damage based on your speed. After using other abilities during your turn, there's a 30% chance to automatically cast this ability. Then we have the Killomatic 3000. This is the one that really changes based on your stats. Throw random items that you found in your hat to attack an enemy 4 times. Cleaver, which is based on attack, inflicts defense down for 2 turns. Hammer, which is based on defense, inflicts stun for 1 turn. Flask, which is based on HP, inflicts toxic for 2 turns. And then Grenade, which is based on speed, deals defense ignoring damage. The higher the corresponding stat, the higher the chance to find that item. So if you put a whole bunch of speed on him, he is going to ignore defense. Potentially could be really nice because this also does damage based on speed. If you put a ton of HP, he is going to inflict toxic. Multiple hits of toxic, I mean. And then the grenade, multiple hits of defense ignoring damage. I can't imagine we would want to build him really for a lot of defense, considering first off, number 1, he's got -3% defense. Number 2 is he's a nuker, so he really isn't really prone to being a defense type of unit. But also, we don't need to stun. I mean, unless the stun accumulates, I guess we could test that to see if it potentially can stun for 4 turns. That could be interesting. But I think we would want to mostly build him for just damage dealer. Defense down if we have a lot of attack on him, and then defense ignore damage if we have a lot of speed on him. So if we build him speed, crit damage, attack, we should be ignoring defense and doing defense breaks and doing extra turns. And it should be pretty solid. So I'm excited to actually build him and test him out. And I think we got a decent amount of Ripper skill ups. So we shall, he's not even level 40. Okay, we shall see how he does. We've got a Guild War test going on. So we are going to test it out with this. We're just going to skip the first one because it doesn't matter. It's not an actual Guild War. I just want to see. Right, didn't I say we're going to skip the first Guild War? Okay. We'll do one of these. We'll do one of these. Now we'll put it on 1. And we will see. And I think I mentioned before that I was like, oh, we can do damage based on speed and ignore defense. This is not a passive. This is a skill. So we're not going to start ignoring defense with this. It's just with this. So let's see what happens. Not super great. I was hoping, we have a lot of speed on him. I was hoping we were going to be able to do a little bit more damage than that. That is kind of, I feel like it's got a bad multiplier. If that was all the damage we did. So, not super excited about that. Okay, 27 on skill 2. And he is on speed crit damage attack. Okay, we did the skill 1 into skill 2. Oh, right, she does do a stun, doesn't she? Let's go here. Boomerang hat. Not super. Yeah, I kind of wanted him to do more, to be honest. I'm a little bummed out. Maybe we build him as a bruiser. Maybe that's the new the new idea. Build him as a bruiser. Okay. I guess let's maybe get a stun. No. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Let's put it back on 1. Okay, I mean we got some ignore defense there. That was nice. That was nice. Can we try to get a stun here? We actually do get a stun. Okay. Was not terrible. I mean, he is doing multiple different debuffs, though. Can we combo? No, no combo. We're going to test him against the Dark Radiator now. We took out the Light Mouse Window. He is on speed, crit damage, attack. Not amazing, but I wanted to at least get some speed on him. His base speed is not anything too crazy. Crit rate is 75. So with the crit buff, we should be fine on that. Crit damage 175. Let's see. Let's see how we do. Actually, let's take a look at the skill up. So this is only missing one. This is fully skilled up. And then this is, well, actually, attack times 80%, defense times 80%, times 4. Interesting. Interesting. So maybe we got to build him like as a bruiser. I wonder, is he going to be one of those units that just needs like all... I feel like maybe he should be categorized as a core unit. But also keep in mind, we do have higher HP and lower attack and defense. So maybe he's not going to be as effective as other ones would be. I like how we're just attacking without any attack buffs and crit buffs, but there we go. Oh my goodness. Fantastic. Okay. Are we able to... Okay, here we go. Now attack buffs and crit buffs. Now we want to see how much damage he can do. I'll try to pay attention. 200k, but not from him. Okay, 64. 200, but again, not from him. Okay, 120. Let's see the skill 3 though. That's what I care about. I want to see that. Oh my goodness. Okay. At least we got a defense break there. The nice combo of one attack into the other. 146. It's hard to compare him when like the light clockwork is in there doing so much damage. Jeez. OP for a 3-star. I mean, we got some ignore defense there. Don't get me wrong. Let's test the mouse window again. Actually, I don't think we tested him after the changes to him. Okay, so what do you do? 1.1 million. Let's put the mouse window. Let's see how much damage we do from that. So mouse is on. Different gear set, but we should be... I mean, the stats, 74 crit rate, 163 crit damage. It's kind of similar-ish. So let's see how we do with that. I wish we had that skill 3 fully skilled up in the Ripper. I put all the unripe power beans that I had into it too. So I put all the skill ups of the what's his face. This clockwork's getting sniped again. But we could put him into the back row if we wanted to. Maybe we'll wind up doing that. Because I don't want him getting stolen at the beginning of the match and then we lose out on so much. But like clockwork is kind of similar. He has the opportunity to maybe ignore defense too. All right, there's the defense break. It's hard. The like clockwork does so much though. Okay, decent damage with the mouse. Yeah. Light mouse is nice. Light clockwork is nice. Mouse is just doing more. Although the mouse is kind of like a one-trick thing, though. Like, the Ripper does different stuff. He doesn't just do damage. Like, we have that secondary defense break. We also have the sun, which we don't get to see here. So maybe we'll ruin him as a... gear him as a bruiser. See how that works. I can't imagine he's gonna do, like, multiple hits, like, increase the stun. I think it's just gonna re-stun. But we'll see. We'll see. So we had 1.1 with the Ripper. 1.2, very similar. We did more now. We might have just been in a better landscape, but it's very, very comparable. Now we have him built for defense. Well, not completely defense. We have speed, crit damage, and defense there. Let's see if we can do some stuns. Or let's see, rather, if we can prolong the stuns. Because I don't think we really got too much stuns before, did we? I want to pay more attention. I think we got, like, kind of a mixed bag with a little bit more of the ignore defense and defense break. That's what it seemed like. Oh, we didn't, okay, let's do this. And then let's do the defense buff over here. And then, okay, now we can do this. And let's see if we can land maybe a couple stuns. Okay, so it looks like it didn't do, and it just did the one turn stun. I don't know if it tried to stun twice. Let's see if we can try that again. Finish this off. Nope. Alright, we'll buff. 2 more turns. Oh my god. Ooh, that's not great. We do not want him taking damage. Yeah. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Let's... Yeah, it's kind of pointless to do the other one. So let's go here. And now, well, we're not gonna, we don't have that defense buff. Let's see if we can get a little stuns here. Looks like just still a one-turn stun, so it's not increasing it, which I didn't think it was going to, but could have been cool. Could have been cool if it did. Because if we do multiple of the same defense break or multiple of the same stun, then it's kind of like wasted on the second one. So maybe the strategy is build him just as a overall bruiser, build him with some attack, some defense, some HP, some speed. Try to get all 4 of those. Maybe I'm going a little crazy. Try to get all 4 of those. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe that's not what we should be doing. Maybe we should pick 1 or 2. Let's see if we can... No. Can we get another defense buff? I just want to see, like, what... Let's not. Okay, good. I want to wait for the defense buff. Okay. Yeah, maybe we do him as a bruiser, I guess. I suppose you could just build him. I mean, that is kind of the thing going back to the very beginning of the video. You can just build him however you want. If you want him to stun, you can have him stun. If you want him to do... It also could be interesting on defense, because you don't know how he's built. So on like guild content, like Guild War defense or Guild Siege defense, you're like, is he tanky? He's probably going to be fast regardless, but is he going to be tanky and like do some stuns and some toxic, or is he going to be fast and do some defense breaks, or have a high attack and do some defense breaks? So you don't really know how exactly it's going to be built and what he's going to do. And that's kind of one of the things of like what the game that shall not be named. That's kind of one of the things that they did. Let's do some summons. As I was saying, that's kind of one of the things that the game that should not be named was trying to do with not allowing homunculus on defense in guild content because or arena either, because you don't know how it's built. And there was an advantage to that of question, what do I take against this, because I have no idea what the skills on this are because it's flexible and can be changed. So I think that the fact that this is flexible and can be changed, and he is a light damage dealer, I think that there is some value in that, of maybe doing a tree electromancer. Let's go over here. Yeah, tree electromancer, and then a like water. Where is he? Where is he? This water and cannon. I like how he's not even finished. As I took, whatever, he wouldn't have had good gear on him anyway. But tree electromancer, water and cannon, and then the light ripper, and then you don't know if he's going to be on fast with attack or fast with some bruiser stats. I don't know. Could be nice. I feel like that's got a little bit of value for a defense like that. Those are just my thoughts, though. Would it be better if he did random hits? Because then you get more value out of the stun or the defense break, but you would get less value out of the like potential nuke from the ignore defense. So random hits would be better for one type of unit, the tankier type of unit, and not as good for the damage unit. The single target nuke kind of thing. But, oh, I didn't realize I had full arena. Interesting unit, though. I feel like I'm going to continue using this, but I am going to switch this out because I'm not a huge fan of the defense build. Defense, yuck. Oh, we still have that there. Let's put... Was it this one? Yeah. We'll put that one back. I'm sure I will use him some more. Also, he's not fully skilled, so that would be nice, too. Cooldown to 2 cooldown turns. That is pretty significant, to be honest. That's pretty significant. We could, you know what? Let's try him with more speed. Let's put speed lead and speed boost because we didn't have the speed boost before. Let's see if that changes anything. We'll try now with the speed boost too. Or rather, speed buff. Speed buff. We'll see how much ignore defense we potentially can do. And go to 1. And let's see. Anything worth mentioning? Not. Did we just get unlucky? Alright, well, I suppose that's our answer. There we go. I think he's got some potential. I think more for defense than trying to use him for offense like this, or maybe as a hybrid. I'm gonna keep saying the same things. I'm gonna talk in circles, like, yeah, I'm gonna talk in circles. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Interesting unit, though. How many times am I gonna say that? I'll see you as always in the next one.